It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 2. Fight!
How will this round turn out? Super, adds a little super KO. Player 2 showed.
Round 1. Fight!
This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Chasing them down, peppering them with hits and throws is the way to get them in the corner. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Hits him for the stun. This might KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left and springs forward with the drive rush. Player, how will they utilize this? Up into the air off the just cool. Experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Round 1. Fight!
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Jump in, finds the mark. The throw is escape. Brushes off the throw. Opts for the throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The jump in catches them. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. In a dire situation. Drive rush to keep it going. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hold your breath. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Hits with the overhead. Changes things up. They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Big opportunity now in this corner. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Shows the medium kick. Gotta be perfect KO. They were in full control there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Barely blocks the jump in. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 needs to switch it up if they want to take it home. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Knocks them out of the air. Connects with the throw. Getting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Throws them. Nice forward rush. What are they gonna do? Drive rush. Player 2. Ooh, does them dirty. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Gets it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. This might be a hit. Reads the jump in perfectly. What a finish! Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round 1. Fight!
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking here? Checking how their opponent reacts to Fireball. What's the play here? What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Opts for the throw. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. All right, what's coming up next? The jump-in is denied. 3-volt ices. Drive rush to keep it going. Neither of them willing to back off here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Shows a medium kick. In there! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Holds out with the block. Gets the jump in. Dashes forward. Will gain control of the match in the early going. The quarter make counters with the media. Nice read. Blocks it. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Reads their mind and springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Interdiction! Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that life bar! Quick breather. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter event. Amnesia! Player one will look to apply pressure here. This can lead to some big damage. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They are not getting close to each other. Big time win! All in with a rush! Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Breaks through with the throw. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
Round one. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. The throw misses. Takes the trip. Holds out with the block. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Does a good job of pushing back. Taking stock. They break things off to take a quick breather. Drive rush to keep it going. Player bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Okay, they trade springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Looking for a chance. They trade him. Forward rush. All in with the rush. Breaker. Oh, putting the cherry on top. It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Oh, here we go. What a read with that anti-air. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round one. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Next up, player two with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Long low attack hits. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps up. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Jumps in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. A quick breather. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Both fighters uses the teleport. Player 1 has the deck drive rush. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Getting it all on the drive rush. A big flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus range, making for a potentially high return. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Medium kick hit. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throw zone. What's next? Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? At least one of them up tap to close it. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? What are they thinking here? Player one in that big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. Taking stock. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two, KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Perfect input. Not letting up. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters, lands a rising uppercut. Player just goes for it at this range. Player two is not in a good place. Help the kick hits. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Where you going? Flash number. Final round. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Was hungry for the grab. Player one parries. Throws him. That throw will do some good damage. Where you go? All in with a rush. Turning it right up with a super. Takes him down with a tail right. Time for some ground and pound. Good. Gets the plate to links it. Turn flatlines on. Player two is a force to be reckoned with.
Round one. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Where you going? Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Nice solid counter. That counter's got to have rattled them. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Checks with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Goes for the drive rush there. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. And a super activation. They saw a path and they took it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Perfect input. Not letting up. Throws them to negate the block. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Strong Quan takes them off their feet. Burnout activates. What'll happen here? Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Player two will, oh no, they're stunned. Life leaders, but turns out. Perfect input. Oh, what if that's how you close it out? What a beast! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Where you going? Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Knockdown. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Grabs him. Knockdown. Projectile to try and change the situation. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Takes a trip. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Strings it all together. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Doesn't miss a beat. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one man in dire straits with burnout. Jumps? Burnout activates. More fuel for the fire. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
All right, you ready?
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
There you go. In my world, we're all
Round 2. Fight. Fighter 6. Fighter 6.